Yo guys, how's it going? It's Ed, bringing you all things Leeds, and welcome to the match preview for Leeds United's game this Sunday that sees the Whites travel to Portman Road to take on already relegated Ipswich Town. It's the final game of the regular championship season. Would you believe this season just absolutely flown by? Because it is the final game, and then everyone will kick off at 12:30 p.m. On the Sunday. Now, before we get into this match preview, I do just want to say this video is going out on a Saturday, and so if you have time, make sure you go and pick yourself up a copy of the Yorkshire Evening Post, Saturday edition, as one of my pieces is in there. So make sure you pick yourself up a copy and give that a read. That'd be good, and hopefully enjoy the read if you do pick one up. But getting into the match preview, so it's a game where both Leeds United and Ipswich Town have nothing significant to play for, really. As I've said, Ipswich Town have already been relegated to League One. They're currently bottom of the table and will finish bottom of the table. They're currently on 28 points as well, and hopefully it stays that way on 28 points. As for Leeds, our 1-1 draw at home to Aston Villa last Sunday meant that Norwich City and Sheffield United have been promoted to the Premier League. So it is the playoffs for us, unfortunately. The only thing that we do have to ensure and that we do have left to play for is the third spot. As if we lose to Ipswich on Sunday and West Brom beat Derby County away from home, then West Brom will finish in third and we will finish in fourth, which would not be good. We want to finish in third. We don't want to finish in fourth, as we would be playing Aston Villa in the playoff semi-finals, and a bit more nervous about that. And also, you want to win and just finish third, just so you can have a look back on the league table for this season. Just say, we finished third, just outside the automatic promotion places. It was not expected. So yeah, a third place finish would be nice, and all we need is a point to secure a third place finish, and that is what I am expecting at the very least against a very poor Ipswich Town side. They've only won 4 games all season. More recently, just 1 win in their last 18 games. In the last 5, 4 losses and 1 draw. So they're poor side and very poor form heading into this one. Edwards and Freddie Sears, they're forwards. They are joint top goal scorers for Ipswich this season with just 6 goals, which is just ridiculous and very poor. Sears, he has also got the most assists for Ipswich Town this season with only 4. They're a poor side with barely any quality, and they're in poor form, and yeah, we should be beating them. We should be beating Ipswich Town. There's nothing else to it. We should be beating them, and I would say that we need to beat them as well, as I said, just to secure that third place. And also, it's important to take a bit of momentum into those playoffs. You want to take a bit of momentum into those playoffs and a bit of good form. But going into the press conference ahead of this one, it was a great press conference. It was about an hour long. Bielsa just talking for about an hour. Bielsa, classic Bielsa, really. He was at his best. It was a very interesting press conference, to say the very least. It has to be said. Now, first of all, they did start off with the team news. He said that Tyler Roberts and Stuart Dallas are both doubtful for the Ipswich game this Sunday. Dallas is more likely to be available for Ipswich, but they are both doubts, unfortunately. But they both should be fit for the playoffs. But Stuart Dallas, I think we were expecting that. He did go off at half-time against Aston Villa for Berardi. Did feel as though he had a good game, though, but yeah, he did go off at half-time. He was hobbling about a bit, so I was expecting Dallas to miss this one. Tyler Roberts, though, bad news about him. I thought he had a really good game at left midfield when he came on for Jack Harrison against Villa at half-time. I thought he had a really good game, but they're both doubtful, unfortunately. But with those two doubtful, and obviously Patrick Bamford is banned for 2 games. I'll get onto that in a moment. But it is a chance for a few under 23s and a few youngsters to get a run out into the first team. The likes of Edmondson as the striker, Clark Adore as well at left back. Just it's a good chance for to put a few youngsters out and give them a first team run out and see what they can do as we head on into those playoffs. Because having more options for that first team, the better, really. And I'm sure that Bielsa's probably got a few selection headaches as well, because it's, do you go with a full strength side and risk getting players injured? But obviously, if you play a full strength side, more likely to pick up a win and take momentum into the playoffs. Or do you rest your key players, play the youngsters, and like I said, just rest key players and make sure that they are ready for the playoffs? For me, I think Bielsa won't make too many changes, and I think for me, what I would do is you'd start the key players, try to get the job done early, and then replace them for a few youngsters later on in the game. Bielsa was also asked about Kemar Roof. And he said that Kemar Roofe is completely fit for the Ipswich game, but he said that we can't ignore the fact that he spent some time without playing 90 minutes of football. So I think Kemar Roofe probably will start as a number 9, especially with Patrick Bamford. I don't think Edmondson will start. I reckon Kemar Roofe will start up front as the number 9 striker. Of course, Patrick Bamford, he is out for this game. He's suspended for the next 2 games, so this one and the first leg of the playoff semi-finals. And if you missed that, if you've been living under a rock, basically what happened was, the EFL and the FA, they investigated the incident between us and Aston Villa when we scored. Created a massive brawl out, didn't it, with all of the players. Basically, so Patrick Bamford, he pretended that El Ghazi, Aston Villa's El Ghazi, hit him. He fell to the floor, got El Ghazi sent off in that game. So yeah, he's been given a 2-match suspension for successful deception of a referee. El Ghazi, his red card has been overturned, so he is not suspended. Patrick Bamford is, which I think is the right call. You know, I don't condone that at all from anyone in a Leeds shirt. I thought it was embarrassing, thought it was disgusting from Bamford. And yeah, just ridiculous really, and he does deserve that 2-match ban. Of course, I'm not happy about it. I would like Bamford there as an option, but he deserves it. He deserves it, really. The only thing that I wasn't happy about, and what Bielsa wasn't happy about in the press conference, he was very animated about it, was Conor Hourihane. Footage of him clearly punching Mateusz Klich in the stomach, and the EFL said that it wasn't violent conduct. Since when was punching someone not violent conduct? Absolutely ridiculous. How you see that Conor Hourihane's punch isn't violent, stupid. But yeah, Bamford called, that's right, he's out for 2 games. So Bamford, no Tyler Robertson, no Dallas, Robertson Dallas. A doubtful, and Kemar Roofe probably will start, and as I said, chance for a few under-23s. But that's for team news for the Ipswich game, and this is where the press conference got interesting. So Bielsa, first of all, started talking about his future, and he said, "I would never say that if we stay in the Championship, I won't stay here. I just said it was not the moment to talk about it," clearing up what he said last week. He was asked about his future and whether he'll stay, said it wasn't the moment. But saying he never said if we stay in the Championship I won't be here. He just said it wasn't right to talk about. But the club is more important than whether it plays in the Premier League, Championship or League One. So basically, bigging up Leeds United, saying it's a big club, and basically saying he's never said no. He's never said that he won't stay here. And I think with that, and also his brother coming out a few weeks ago saying that he'll stick to his contract. We have a 1-year extension. I think if you don't use that 1-year extension on Bielsa's contract, it would be ridiculous. So I think with all this and Bielsa saying that, he's staying. I'm really confident that Bielsa will stay next season regardless of whether we're in the Premier League or not. He also said that he'll be paying the fine for failing to control players against Aston Villa as well. And this is after he paid the £200,000 fine for the Spygate incident, saying that it's his fault and it's down to him. So I think after this, Bielsa paying all these fines and then saying, he's never said that he's not staying. Just said it wasn't the right moment to talk about it. I think adding everything up and, reports coming out and Bielsa's brother saying he'll stick to his contract. Bielsa's staying. Bielsa's staying, isn't he? I'm very confident that Bielsa will be staying. But that is the press conference. Very interesting press conference. Make sure you go dive a little more into that and maybe get some footage as well. If I find any footage, I'll leave it in the video description below. It was very interesting to read along and watch and listen and follow. But yeah, that's the press conference. And as I said, team news. So Tyler Roberts, Dallas, they're doubtful. Kemar Roofe is fit. Bamford, of course, suspended. Now we don't have a dreadful record against Ipswich Town. 3 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss in our past 5 meetings, both home and away. But we do have, we have struggled away at Ipswich Town down at Portman Road in recent years. Suffolk hasn't been a happy hunting ground for Leeds United at all, really. We haven't won there since Saturday, the 24th. Of August 2013, where we won 2-1. Since then, we've lost 3 and drawn 1 away there. So yeah, we don't have a good record down at Portman Road. Excuse me. But this season, we did beat them 2-1 at Ellen Road, of course, back in October. We have a good side this season. They're a very poor side. Already been relegated to League One. I am 100% sure that we're going to win this one. I've got no doubt in my mind. I'm very confident about this one. I'll go 2-0 to Leeds United. I would go 3-0, but I don't think we have it in us to thrash a team 3-0 anymore. So, yeah, I'll go 2-0 to Leeds United. Very confident that we'll win this one, and hopefully we do. And, yeah, 2-0 to Leeds United. Let me know your guys' score predictions in the comments down below and of your thoughts heading into the final game of the regular championship season away at Ipswich Town on Sunday. All your thoughts, all your score predictions and predicted lineups maybe in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. And while you're down there, check the description box. Follow all things Leeds across our social media pages. Check out our website, clicking over links, etc. Podcast in that video description. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like. That'd be very much appreciated. Share the video as well. If you're brand new to the YouTube channel, subscribe by clicking up here. That'd be very much appreciated. Take care, enjoy the Ipswich game, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.